You're here, I'm queer, and welcome back to my channel. Today, we have a client that wanted a natural everyday look, and of course, I am here to deliver. Let's give a warm welcome to this vintage Barbie bust to our Hex Salon. I've been wanting a Barbie mannequin for the longest time, and livinplastic on Instagram came to the rescue. They make beautiful custom dolls, paintings, props, and mannequins. I really wanted to buy a head-to-toe vintage Barbie style mannequin, but the issue was getting it here to the US. Then one day, they messaged me asking if I was interested in a Barbie bust mannequin, and I immediately said yes. They were showing me all of the cool behind the scenes and work in progress, and I was so excited for her to come. As you can see, she is huge! Oh my goodness. She is roughly 23 inches tall and 19 inches wide. I can't even imagine the full-on mannequin, but wow! I'm really excited to tackle her visage, so let's get into it. Alright, so as you can see, this is the setup. I had to put my camera all the way back so we can see her in her full glory. She's serving you face over here. Face, face, face. I give face. Beauty face. Look at that. And she's serving some body, you know, half of the body. Like, where is the body? There is no body. I don't know what to call her yet, so if you guys have a name, type it down below. We're gonna call her Big B for now. Big Barbie, you know what I mean? But of course, I am modeling her after my profile picture as well, so maybe she could be a mini me, a big me, I don't know. You know what? She is the me that I aspire to be in drag, honestly. Spoiler alert. Oh my god, so this is looking like an actual makeup tutorial. So we're pretending in the fantasy that she is a client. So yeah, per usual, I sprayed her face with Mr. Super Clear to prime it so we can actually draw on it, use our pencils and all that. And so, of course, as usual, I'm sketching out the features that she doesn't have. That is eyeliner, you know, crease lines, and also brows, the features that we want to map out. I don't know if you can notice, but there's a shadow there of the mold that there is kind of like a dent for her eyebrows, which is kind of cool as a guide. I didn't really use it because the shape of the eyebrows that I made is just really draggy drag and villainous, but I thought it was kind of cool that it was there. Our client Barbara came to the parlor today to ask for an everyday look. She needed to just go out and buy groceries and she just wanted to freshen up her look. And I was like, I got you, Miss Barbara. And so we have here, I'm just penciling in the details. We are highlighting her brow bone, you know, the usual. And yeah. Jokes aside, I am for the most part using makeup brushes. I don't know if you've noticed, but I've used this specific brush all the time for my dolls. This is an e.l.f. Eyeshadow brush. I use this for blushing when it comes to my regular dolls, but for her, it is literally an eyeshadow brush, which is really cool. And these brushes from e.l.f. are like $3 or like $1 even, so they're really cool. And for her, I specifically even bought new brushes for the blushing. This was definitely an intimidating face-up because the landscape was, you know, there's a lot. There's a lot of real estate that we are covering. And like I said, it was literally like a client. I was like, in my head, I was like, I'm doing a makeup session on a customer and all that. And yeah, it was still very fun though, of course. So like I said, I'm trying to imagine this as the perfect me. but like amplified. You know, I always think that I'm serving vampire realness in drag, so I'm gonna give her red eyes. Why not? The red, the purple, my favorite combination, I'm sure you guys know, and black, of course. Yes, I believe the eyebrows are serving distant cousin realness. Definitely almost not related, you know? But for some reason in person, they look pretty close. They look like they're best friends, at least. But for some reason, in this camera angle, it's serving like strangers, you know? Yeah. This bust would look really cool if spray painted with those stone texture paints, so it looks like it's made out of stone or something, maybe accompanied with a sculpted hairstyle as well. For some reason, I kind of want to do a voiceover of like those vintage infomercials, like where a guy is narrating a makeup tutorial. I'm sure if you guys are vintage lovers, you've seen those commercials where it's like, as a cover girl, she's sitting on a secret. Do you know what that secret is? It's Alyssa's secret. Okay, so doing the eyeliner for this one was definitely scary because I was using acrylic paint, and I should have used watercolor paint for this one so it's easier to remove. But because I went with acrylic paint, it's really difficult, and usually I would scratch it off with an X-Acto knife on a regular doll, but the mannequins, he just spray painted this in this skin tone, so if I was to use an X-Acto knife to scratch off her eyeliner, the skin is also going to be scratched off, so I really was trying to prevent that. And for her blushing, I'm whipping out the Pan Pastel that I got from Blix. You guys have seen this before. I used this to color change completely doll bodies. I've used it for the Venus doll or even for him. So these are really pigmented and I really like them. So I chose to use them for this one. And this is the brush that I got brand new from e.l.f. because I needed a literal blush brush, but I didn't need it to be expensive. So I believe this one was like $4 from Target. I think the first time that I came across a Barbie mannequin, specifically the vintage looking Barbie mannequin, was through Darian Darling and Joshua David of Pigeon, and I was so shocked. That really started my Barbie mannequin hunt. Of course, we want the eyebrows to have a lot of dimension, so I am highlighting some strands here and there as well with a beige color, and I feel like that really brings out her eyebrows. Repainting this mannequin, I don't even want to refer to it as a mannequin because all I see is a giant silkstone head, a giant vintage Barbie head, which I am in love with. And as you guys know probably that they discontinued the vintage silkstone line, which is so sad for me because I really love that line, and that's the only line that I was really heavily collecting, like looking it up on eBay and everything. So repainting this, I was really satisfied with because I really miss this face. Although I don't think a lot of people love this face mold. It is very alien looking, I do agree, but also this expression, this style of makeup really works with this face, in my opinion. I'm whipping out the him red. You know, this is the red that I used for the him doll because the pink blushing was not really popping out as much as I wanted, and I really wanted her to have, you know, rosy cheeks and everything. And I am body blushing everything else, like her ears, later on her collarbone and everything too. So, you know, fun. I'm really thankful and happy and satisfied that I have this vintage inspired Barbie bust, but the main goal is still to have the full body mannequin with the Barbie head, with this Barbie head on it. That's the main goal, but for now, I'm really happy with this. Honestly, I don't even know where to put this one, so I wouldn't know where to put the big mannequin, but you know, one day we're gonna have that mannequin and we're gonna customize it. Can you imagine? Of course, she has to shine, she has to glimmer, she has to sparkle. So I'm using this resin metallic pigment. As well, I mixed a pink and also now metallic silver. And it's so cool. She literally has like stars on her face. Now let's make her come to life and give her some catch lights. And for that makeup that I did for my profile picture, I actually had glitter all over my lids. So unfortunately, I'm gonna have to copy that. We are just, clearly we're not taking a break from glitter, you know? But it's fine, it's messy, I'm somewhat prepared. Well, no, I'm not prepared, but as you can see, I had to change the angle because it was getting a little difficult. Now let's give her lips some gloss, and for this one I'm using Liquitex gloss actually, not my usual Sculpey. Sometimes the Sculpey glaze can be a little bit chunky when it dries incorrectly, so Liquitex is a little bit more safe. And yes, surprise, surprise, I am glossing up the eyes. I know it's a rare thing for me to do that, and that's because, like I said, it's harder to photograph small eyes and small details when there's a bunch of gloss in it. But for this one, we have a pretty big eye anyway, so why not? And of course, we're gonna give her some lashes. This is kind of like a dream for me because I've been wanting to try to give a Silkstone like my 3D lashes, but because of the eye mold that they have, I feel like it wasn't gonna work. So for this one, it was perfect. And per the picture, I am giving her the same exact top that I was wearing. This is like a bra that I got from Amazon a long time ago. You've seen this. And I'm also giving her this necklace just to add some shine. Of course, I have to give her the same exact wig, which is so fun, swapping wigs with Barbie. And this is styled by Jean-Baptiste Santance from Paris. And this is one of my favorite wigs. I asked him if he can do a koan slash 1940s type of hairstyle, and he made magic work. And I'm really happy with this wig. And now, I'm sure Barbara is also happy with this wig. I mean, look at her. And to finish it off, we need to give her the upside down moon to represent the Black Moon clan.